I know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
And the thing I want to talk about this morning is how to stop buying your own bullshit. When I was in high school, I think my junior year of high school, at my school in Philadelphia, I went to a school called Engineering and Science in Philly, in North Philly. And for the basketball team, at the end of the school year, of course you got the basketball tryouts at the beginning of the year, but at the end of the school year, not in with the letter N, but N like and. Engineering and Science, so ENS. But anyway, you have basketball tryouts at the beginning of the year, but at the end of the year, maybe around this time, maybe I'll go later, like April or May, the basketball coach will have like another tryout for players who wanted to play in like on the summer league team. They will play in these recreation leagues in the summertime, and there will be a tryout for that too. So if you didn't make the team during the regular year, you could try out at the end of the year to get on the summer league team. If you did good in the summer league, then you kind of had like a 1 foot in the door to try to make the varsity team next year. And I was a junior, and I had already not made the team as a junior. So then I heard that, of course, I knew that the summer league tryouts happened every year. So when the summer league tryouts was coming around, I'm waiting with bated breath. Like, when is the summer league tryout coming so I can show my game, get on this team, and kind of get my foot in the door so I could finally make the real team as a senior. But then one day I just found out of nowhere that the summer league tryouts had already happened. I didn't know about it, and the team had already been selected. So then I seen the basketball coach like in school, because of course he was a gym teacher or whatever, health teacher. I seen him in school, and I'm like, yo, what happened to the summer league tryouts? He was like, yeah, I had a posting up for it. And I said, yo, I never saw the posting. I walked by the bulletin board next to the gym every day. I ain't never see a posting. I ain't never hear nobody say nothing. Because what happened, I think he ended up just doing it like kind of on the low, because he already knew kind of who he wanted. Or at least that's the story that I told myself. But I know I was looking at that board every day. He's like, yeah, I already had the tryouts. And I got angry with him. And I'm looking at the situation like, all right, this dude, he already know who he wants on the team. He's not open to having other players on the team. He just has the guy. He already knows who he wants. He's not even giving other people a chance. Nobody else gets a chance to make the basketball team. That's the story that I told myself, which was complete bullshit. It was complete bullshit that I was telling myself that story, because the fact of the matter was, as a basketball coach, what I've learned now, I'm not a coach, but him as a coach, basketball coach, only thing he wants, well, I appreciate that, R65. The only thing that a basketball coach wants is to win basketball games. And I tell athletes that all the time now, especially basketball players. Obviously, a lot of them reach out to me. A basketball coach does not care to hate on a bunch of 16-year-old teenagers. Basketball coaches do not hate on players. They have no reason to hate on you. It doesn't help them do their job. It don't make them no money. It doesn't get them any personal satisfaction. When they're twice your age, nobody's hating on you. Or when you're walking around high school and you ain't done nothing to be hated on for. And that's the story that I started telling myself at the time. And I had to kind of have a conversation with myself at that time, because back then it wasn't nobody I could email. It wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't no Periscope. There were no programs online, so all the stuff that we got now where I could share this information with young athletes wasn't available to me as a young athlete. I had to kind of have that conversation with myself. Like, listen, nobody's hating on you. The coach isn't trying to only pick the players he wants. The coach wants to pick players who can play. And if you can play, Dre, that's what I'm saying to myself. If you can play, when it's time for tryouts, you'll get your opportunity. And what happens, even though I was pissed at the coach, yelled at him for not having the tryouts posted publicly enough, the very next year we had basketball tryouts. I tried out, and guess what? I made the basketball team. So I don't know if he even remembered that conversation, or maybe he did, but the fact is, when I got on the court and showed my ability at tryouts the next year, even if he did remember the conversation, he probably decided, you know what, I'll overlook what he said in that conversation, because he's a good enough player that can help this team, so he's getting on his basketball team, which proves my point, which is if you have the goods, you're going to get your opportunity. And that's not only in basketball, but that's in all life. But the point of the stream here is not about that. It's about, you got to stop telling yourself bullshit stories. You got to stop lying to yourself about somebody hating on you, about somebody not wanting to give you an opportunity, about somebody having some personal vendetta against you, about somebody else getting an opportunity because of something that has nothing to do with their skills. Not that it doesn't happen, but the fact is, when you have the goods to deliver, as I talked about when I ended up trying out as a senior and making the team, when you have the goods to deliver, the opportunities will be there. Now, if you're not getting the opportunities, it could very well be that a person might have something personal against you. They don't like you because you're tall. They don't like you because you're short. They don't like you because you're white. They don't like you because you're black. They don't like you because they're not friends with your dad the way the other guy's dad is friends with the coach. That very well may be true. But if you have the goods, you'll get an opportunity no matter what, even if it's not from the place you think it's coming from. If you don't have the goods, then you might need the whole universe. You might need all the stars to line up for you to get your opportunity. But if you're not getting the opportunity that you want right now, it is largely because you don't have the goods to deliver. If you had them, the opportunities would be there, guaranteed, and your skills would create opportunities for you, even if nobody was giving you an opportunity. That's the story that you need to start telling yourself. And you need to stop telling yourself the bullshit story of somebody, this person's vendetta or this person's opinion and this, that, and the third, because all those do, even if they're true, what are they doing to actually help you get to where you want to go? See, people come up with these stories, and even when I say stuff like this to people, when I'm talking to them individually, they have an objection, like, oh, well, but you don't understand this, but this teacher is always trying to get me in trouble, but this coach doesn't like me, and he told me he's not picking up any players who are in the 9th grade. But, Dre, you don't understand. Understand this. Even if it's true, what is it going to do to help you get to your goal? How is it going to help you get there? If it's not helping you get to your goal, and this is for anything, this is for something you think, this is for something that you do, this is for a person that you hang with, this is for any habits that you have. If they're not helping you get to your goal, why are you doing it? If the story is not helping you get to your goal, why do you keep repeating it? If the idea is not helping you get to your goal, why do you keep thinking about it? If the people that you're hanging with are not helping you get to your goals, why are you hanging with them? These are questions that you need to ask yourself every single day. Examine every single action that you're taking and ask yourself, what am I doing and how is each one of these things helping me get to my goal? And if it's not helping you get to your goal, it gotta go. It's kind of like if you had a job, right? Think about this. Think about if you was a boss. You're a boss and you run your own business, right? You're running your own business and you got 20 employees. These 20 employees are the same as your 20 habits that you have. And we all have habits. We all live our entire lives on habits. I guarantee that if you really consciously think about it today, it'll probably be more than 20, probably 50 things you do during the course of this day today, from right now to the end of the day when you go to sleep, are habitual things that you do all the time. Things that you think all the time, things that you say all the time, maybe even the food that you eat, maybe the route that you go to work or go to school is habitual, same things all the time. So imagine that you got 20 employees at your business, right? Every single day, each one of those employees, also known as your habits, every single day, they're on a day-to-day contract. They don't have no 6-month contract. It's not a 30-day severance. It's not a 2-week notice. Every single day, you examine each one of those employees and ask yourself, is this employee helping me reach my goal in my business? It's a good analogy. I'm just making this up on the spot. See, this is why I do these periscopes. I come up with these good analogies. So each one of these habits of yours, you have to ask yourself, is this habit helping me get to my goal? Because you personally, each one of you is a business. I don't care if you ain't even got a job right now. You are a business. You're a business. A business is the exchange of resources between people. That's the definition of business. And you're exchanging resources with other people. You're a business. So you need to examine your employees, which are your habits. Each one of those habits, every single day, you got to examine. Is this employee helping me do better in my business? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, they get to keep their job for one more day. Because tomorrow, things might change. They get to keep their job for one more day. The next day, the next employee you go to, is this employee helping me do my business better? If the answer is no, then that employee got to go. Now, this is not like some normal jobs where, I don't know if any of you know or any of you know somebody who knows, if you got a job and you're not really doing too well in your job, like the supervisor might call you in the office and they had a little meeting and they give you the review and they got a little form and you got to sign it and acknowledge, and they say, Mike, you're not doing your job to the best of your ability. How can we help you do your job better? What can we do to put you in a better position? Do you have something else going on outside of work that's, slowing down or impeding your performance? Like the performance reviews at work. Any of y'all know what I'm talking about? This is not like that. This is one strike and you're out. Not 3 strikes. Not I'm going to give you a warning. Not let's have a conversation. Not how can I help you do better, do your job better. Is one strike and you are gone. The first time a habit you examine and you understand that it's not helping you get to where you want to go, is gone, is over. No more, no conversation, no let's have a meeting, no we'll review this again in 6 months. No, it's over right now, today. That's the way that you got to look at every story you tell yourself. That's the way you need to look at every person that you're hanging with. That's the way you need to look at every habit that you have. That's the way you need to look at every single thought that passes through your mind that you accept and choose to marinate on. If you do that, I guarantee you will be successful. By whatever definition of success you have, is an absolute guarantee. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There are no contingencies. My name's Dre Baldwin. Told you I write books. I got 7 books out right now. If y'all go to dreallday.com/Amazon, it's the link in my bio on Periscope. Go to that link. You can buy any one of my books. Buy all 7 of them right now. If you want to read my first book, I'll give it to you for free. Go to dreallday.com/buyagame. Actually, just go to dreallday.com. When you get there, there's a pop-up that'll come up on the screen. It'll give you my first book, Buy a Game, for free. All you gotta do is put your email address in. What's going on? If anybody got a question, I'll take a question or two right now. My name's Dre Baldwin. As I told you, I wrote 7 books. You want to read my first one free, go to dreallday.com. Put your email address in. We'll send it to you for free. Any videos of me speaking that you haven't seen yet or haven't heard me talk about is because they ain't out yet. They will be when it comes out. When it comes out, you will know. I got 3 programs out, actually starting April 1st. One is called People Skills. The other is Bulletproof Mindset. Other one is Get the Girl. Go to dreallday.com on the programs link and you'll see it. Exactly. You experience, so you know what I'm talking about. No doubt, Visionary Shots. I appreciate you. Where you checking in from? Learning about outdated information at universe. Well, yeah, too bad for you, but what you can do is use that time actively. Make sure you get something out of it. So since you're at university, you're around a bunch of people. So develop your people skills. Meet people, talk to people, develop relationships. So don't let that time go to waste. Even if you think the school time ain't helping you, you can use the interactive time with people. You're around people. That's a great resource. Dallas, all right, shout out to Dallas. Everybody, my name is Dre Baldwin. If y'all want to hit me on Snapchat, at Dre Baldwin. My Snap is at Dre Baldwin. Thank you, 2cool03. Thank you. My Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. Any business inquiries, Dre@dreallday.com is the email address. I'm looking for some people who want to work with me right now, preferably US based, got to be 18. That's dreallday.com/biz. I know I just gave y'all a bunch of links, a bunch of information. Just go to my website, dreallday.com, or Google me. You'll find me in all those places. Snapchat, I'm starting to use a whole lot more, so hit me at Dre Baldwin. At Dre Baldwin is my Snap. I appreciate you, MJ Fitness Figure. Have a great day. Visionary, have a great day. I appreciate you. Glad to meet you. Work on your game. Dre all day. One more question. I'm about to go play ball in Nigeria. Any advice? Yeah, bring your shoes and bring your game. Work on your game. Dre all day. Sure, you get my first book, Buy a Game. It is free. Click the link right here below in the video description. I'm on all your favorite social media platforms: Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope. All the links are right down here below. Is either Dre Baldwin or Dre All Day on each one of those sites. And make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button down there and the thumbs up like button. Subscribe so you catch all the new content. Work on your game. Dre All Day.